We're going to start on my next granddaughter's painting, which is a Harry Potter themed, I think it's a Hogwarts emblem, I believe it's called, or their shield for Hogwarts with all the houses in there. And yeah, it actually looks like kind of a fun painting to do, to be honest. My granddaughter is an absolute Harry Potter freak, which it's always handy when you paint something that somebody actually wants. As you can see, that's what it's there we go, that's what it's going to look like when it's done. Fingers crossed. This is it here. I'm going to attempt, now I've got my easel, to do this exactly like this. Okay, well, it looks like we're doing it like this because I really cannot be bothered to sort out any issues this morning. So we just want to get into it. So I'm thinking that I don't think starting from the top's a good idea because, yeah, I just don't. All right, so let's go from this side down the bottom, I suppose. And our very first colour is going to be number 7. Which unfortunately I'm getting the feeling that you're not going to be able to see. I also repaired my brushes with a very handy tip I found, which was just with soap. And I'm pleased to say it worked. My wife and I, we did buy some more paintbrushes. Because as you know from my last painting stream, that my brush was at the end of its life. So she bought me a couple of the same sized brush, and now with just a bar of soap I've managed to get it back and working, which is really nice. So I now have plenty of spare brushes, and using this so far, it works a treat. And all I did was soak the brush. Do you know what? I thought something. I'm not wearing the right glasses because I keep going blurred every now and again. My apologies. Like I said, there's nothing like being organised when you start a stream, and as you all know, this is nothing like it. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so all it was just a bar of soap and a little bit of isopropyl and some hot water, and I just soaked the brush inside it, then soaked it in isopropyl, and then just coated it in soap, left it on the windowsill for a day or so. Not that you have to leave it that long, but I did it and oh, actually, I forgot to do what I was meant to do. Hang on, give me a second. Oh, that's right. I can't do that now because this decided not to work. All right, let me see if I can pause this then. Yeah, oh, that works. So it's just the bar rate stuff. All right, no worries. There we go. There we go. A little bit of Harry Potter music. Something different for a change. Rather than just having stream beats going on in the background. Yeah, so it was just some soap, and then I left it for a while. Come back to it, took the soap out of it, and yeah, it seems to be working perfectly fine. No bristles out of shape, and I believe it was the cheapest bar of soap that my wife could find. So that will probably last me the rest of my life. As let's face it, you don't need a lot of soap for your brush. And now it's far more controllable, which is really good. I mean, these brushes are not like ridiculously expensive, but it does work out expensive when you can't keep a half decent brush for more than 1, possibly 2 paintings. So I think what I'm going to do is because I'm doing all of my paint by numbers on stream now, and thank you to everybody who turns up, and also everybody that that watches my paint by numbers on stream. I really appreciate it, and on YouTube. Um, Hopefully, we're going to see how far and how many paintings we can get from one brush. So far, I believe that this brush has actually done every one of my granddaughter's paintings, which I believe is 3. All right, how you doing, buddy? Lovely to see you in here. How are you? I'd give you a shout out, but my stream deck has just decided to go on strike for a bit. It's decided, no, I don't wish to work, and there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, how are you? Ara is another really good streamer. He's a nice guy, friend of mine. If you haven't seen him before, please go check him out. Drop him a follow. It doesn't cost anything, but it helps us a lot. And talking of follows, my son said to me yesterday that he was shocked when he see how many followers I've got, and he said to me that he was really proud of me because I I carry on doing it, and he said that when and if I hit 1,000 followers, he's going to buy me a cake. And we're not just talking about a little cake. He's going to buy me a proper big cake to say congratulations, which I thought was really nice. So now I have more of an incentive now to, because like the waistline and everything, but more of an incentive to come on here and do stuff. It's a little difficult at the moment with me because, as most of you know, that come back here, I haven't been very well. And it seems to be ramping itself up a little bit again, but I do what I can when I can. I just wish that I was able to be in here more. You'd make me a cake, would you? What cake would you make me? There you go. You know nothing about me, so what cake would you make me? Based on my personality. And no, I don't want a fruit cake. Mind you, I love fruit cakes, but yeah. Right. Sorry that I'm doing bits over here that you can't see, but it's kind of why I've chosen to do these bits first. Well, that and the fact that they're the edge. I tell you what, this has got some really nice colours to paint with. For a change, talking of preparedness, I actually went through each and every one of these paints and I put the flow agent in them. So each and every one of these paints just work. Now, if only I could have done that for the other paintings, but hopefully it's a habit that I'm going to definitely get into and continue. There's some very, very small pieces on this. Very small pieces. What colour are we on? We're on an 8. Any more 8s over here? Oh, there's an 8 just there. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty nice with this music in the background. Any more number? Oh yeah, look. Oh, right. I should try to remember to leave a link in the description where I got my paintings from. So if you'd like to do the same ones, I've saved you the trouble of looking. Don't worry, I'm not affiliated in any way, shape or form. I don't earn any money out of it. It's just me trying to help you if you wanted to find this. Who knew that a human being could actually do something for nothing? What have we got here? Animal number 8. Not in the bit that I'm doing. I'm liking this already. But then again, my wife would probably sit there and agree. And I'm getting older now, so like beige is definitely my thing. These are beigey colours. I would this colour here is one that I actually have in my bedroom. I don't know. They're just safe, comfortable colours, and I have no issue with getting old. The natural part of life. It's so nice to be able to just dip your brush in the pot and the paint work. I know, like for most of you, it's like, well, that's how it works. But as you know, I've had a couple of paintings just recently where the paints have not been in good condition. So, but I really enjoyed doing that that unicorn one for my other granddaughter, Lottie Bean. Yeah, really enjoyed it actually. Stop, Blue! How you doing? Scary Halloween music? No, it's not. It's supposed to be Harry Potter music. How you doing, Blue? Lovely to see you, buddy. How's those cats? Number 5. So this big old fire. This is all supposed to be like Harry Potter inspired music. Although this particular one does sound a little bit not like it. And how are you doing, Bill? Just came in to say hi and well done. Thank you, sweetheart. That's my wife, everybody. And she's come in because I am feeling very tired these days, like to the point where I'm not managing to get out of bed. And I said to her last night, I said, no matter how I wake up today, no matter how short the stream I'm going to do, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go and have a shower, which has been done, and then I'm going to do start on the new paint by numbers, which I'm doing right now. And then I said I'm also going to try and stream some Spider-Man, and then I would like to read an hour of my book, and I would also like to watch The Hunger Games too, because me and my wife watched The Hunger Games the other day. I haven't watched it in ages. It's such a good film. And then I'm going to read the book, because I bet the book's better than the film. But yeah, I set myself some lofty goals today, and I'm not going to allow the tiredness or the way I feel to stop me. Hopefully. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but I ain't going to know until I try. We met on the dating site. Oh, what's this? How did you meet? I need to know. I need to get because I'm too single these days. Okay, so me and my wife, we did, as she just turned around and said there, we met on a dating site. And the dating, well, I won't mention the dating site, but yeah, she messaged me, and you know, obviously I had like 10 to 12,000 women messaging me all the time. You know, it was a tough time for me, because you know, having to sift through all of the different messages and the begging and whatever else. I come across my now wife's one, and I was losing weight at the time, because I've always had a massive struggle with weight. And she said, wow, she said, you've done incredible. 17 years ago. She said, you've done incredible, well done. She said, you look amazing. And I was saying, like, you know, that how I just want to be in a fun relationship. You know, I want to get somebody who can make me laugh and who I can make laugh and stuff. And she made a statement, and she turned around and she said, if I was with, I think it was somebody, I forget exactly what it was, but it was something along the lines is that if I was with you, I would make sure I make you smile every day of your life. And that really, really hit home with me. And I can tell you now, ladies and gentlemen, that even on my darkest days, even on my worst, illest days, I know illest isn't a word, but you know what, my wife has made me smile every single day. And she's never failed to not do it. And we chatted on the phone for about 2 hours, and it was like we'd known each other for years. And yeah, after a year of seeing her and you know, backwards and forwards, because we lived quite a distance away from each other, I finally decided that she'd earned the right to marry me. And she's been grateful ever since. Of course, after me mentioning this, the divorce papers are being drawn up as we speak. Hey. No, and I've been happy ever since. My first marriage that I had wasn't a good one. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. It just wasn't a good marriage. It did a lot to me mentally, and you know. But yeah, it wasn't a good marriage, and I swore that I'd never get married again. And yeah, a year in a party that we was having at the time, later, I proposed to her in front of all of our friends at the time and the kids. So yeah, dating apps do work. Well, that is to say they did work. Whether they do now or not, it's a different matter, because and she said no, she was, she almost passed out because I'd made all her dreams come true by saying that we'll get married, you know. She's gonna kick me. Oh dear. But yeah, that's how we met. And Blue, there's someone out there for you. I guarantee there's somebody out there for you. You're such a nice guy to talk to. You have a Viking's beard, for God's sake. What's not to like about that? Anybody would be a fool to pass you up. And of course, now that I'm off the market, you know, it's made it easier for you to find someone, you know, because they're not all like, Mark, not exclusive. What's this? Mark having six wives because he's too handsome. I mean, you know, look, it's a hard road to hoe. I'm just saying, right? I mean, I understand that there's probably a few of you out there that are like, oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I could be that. Yeah, you don't really understand just how hard it is to keep up this, you know, this pretense all the time. It's like a job almost, you know. And I take my obligations.
That's what she said.
Pitbull, how you doing, buddy? Ah, mate, now the crew's all here. Well, not really. We're Furious isn't here, and Lindy, and you know, we've almost got the crew. Studley. What's this? I haven't had a girlfriend in 5 years, and that was an online different country. But she had a boyfriend there as well, so that didn't go too well. Yeah, I think it's easier to try to date somebody that isn't in a relationship with somebody else. You know, I've always found that to be pretty much a priority. You know, How are you doing, Mr. Pitbull? Well, I hope 7. Well, this looks like it'll be a nice painting. 717. I would love to give you all shout outs and stuff, but unfortunately I can't because my stream deck has said no. Well, Mr. Pitbull's in here now. If he feels so inclined and has the time, he might do it for you. Welcome in, 7. How are you doing? We were just talking about dating apps and how I met my wife and how lucky she is to have met me, and you know what a privilege it is that she met me. And yeah. No worries, never necessary. I know it's not necessary, but let's be honest, right? Yeah, as our small creators are, if we don't look after each other, who is going to help us? You know, who's going to give us a little leg up? Turned it all. So was this? What was the B one? Yeah. Yeah, trigger a raffle, Pitbull. You can get some free points. Oh wait, you can't anymore. Oh no. Whatever did happen there? Dear. Just get down here. I think this word. See, this is going to be the hardest one for me to give away. I mean, it's obviously I'm going to do because it's for my granddaughter, but this will be the hardest one to give away because as you all know, I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I'd like it massive, and looking at what this is going to look like when it's finished, I'm going to struggle. Oh no, Mr. Pitbull! I don't think I will take the risk. He took as I dare to believe there is a risk. I dare ask? Dare I ask? Yes, you know. So I'm so glad I got this paintbrush cleaned and working, because there is a lot of really fine detail in this already. What are we all thinking of the music here? I've tried to, like I said, I've tried to go for a royalty-free, like Harry Potter style music, and it was from someone on YouTube. I will give them credit down below because, you know, they deserve it. But I'm curious as to whether or not you actually like this, or would you prefer just the usual stuff that I normally listen to royalty-free? I just thought I'd try and fit the mood with the painting. You know, I mean, I'm always trying to innovate in some way. You're indifferent. Yeah. Well, the thing is it started off going do 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 do, and it all sounded a bit like it was Harry Potter-ish. And now we've kind of gone to a Halloween style thing, and now we've gone to this, and it's like, not sure I'm liking the vibe of that. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm a fan of classical music and stuff, and I appreciate somebody who can make something that sounds really nice, you know, but it's not so far exactly what I was kind of after. We'll give this one a try, this next song. We'll see what it's like, and if not, we'll just go back to the string beats, and then I'll just every now and again do the beginning of this, which was very Harry Potter-ish. But yes, what dating tips have we all got for Blue these days? The poor guy's been without a girlfriend now for over 5 years. He's sick and tired of being on a... Actual fact, you know what? I shouldn't say girlfriend. Not that I'm assuming. I should turn around and say, how do we find a partner for Blue? What kind of advice would we give to Blue to get him settled with somebody? I don't put my salami in the salami shop. I don't know, like, you know, I'm obviously I'm not going to ask what your orientation is. That's just rude, I suppose. But yeah, I'm just trying to be as politically correct as possible. You know, I've often said I don't care what people's orientation is, just be a nice person. I have no care in the world, whatever. Just ask for their Instagram. Dating is outdated now. Is it really? I mean, I've been watching a lot of ABBA and Preach because they're just funny, in my opinion. Like seriously funny. And so far, there hasn't really been one YouTube that I've watched with them in it that I haven't completely and wholeheartedly agreed with everything that they've said. Right? But apparently, like, dating these days is just terrible for men. And I'm gonna say it for men because that's all I've kind of looked into right now. Dating apps blow. Just stay away from them. Well, what happens if you can't get out, really, or you're kind of uncomfortable maybe with socializing and stuff, or, you know, you have commitments that mean you spend a lot of time at home? You know, how would you go about meeting someone? I mean, that's kind of what dating apps and dating agencies were kind of here for. I'll copy and paste what I said before. Oh yes, please. I'm so sorry if I missed it. Yeah, yeah, definitely. If I missed what you're saying, feel free to do it again. Dating sites seem to be very much based on things that aren't dating these days, not exclusively, but there's a lot of that stuff. Oh, what you mean? Like, let's call a spade a spade. You mean basically it's a hookup for sex, right? And it's not actually to find a relationship. Right, I got you. I mean, that sucks. I mean, there are certain situations where that doesn't suck. But let me ask you something. Do you believe that they are just wanting just sex, or are they trying to go for payment as well? If you catch my drift. Like an under the radar kind of thing. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I do not go on dating sites. I found what I wanted in my life, and then as soon as I found her, I decided to delete the apps because I didn't need them anymore. Because the other problem is that the grass is always greener on the other side. There is always somebody better looking and better out there, always. So, you know, rather than have the temptation, because I'm happy, I decided to just come off them. Yeah, this music blowing hard. What's this? Tinder literally has an option on your profile where you can let people know your preferences: long-term, short-term, fun, or indifferent, or unsure. Well, I mean, I suppose that's fair enough. I mean, I have no issue with them doing that, but I mean, because obviously there must be people in each one of the categories, right? So women that aren't actually interested in women or men. I'm sorry, I have to get used to this. Like I said to you, I've been locked in my house for like 8-9 years. I don't live in your world anymore. But yeah, obviously there must be men and women out there that are not just looking for sex. They're actually looking for a relationship. So they must put themselves in that category.